On January 7th, 2023, 29-year-old Tyre Nichols was just 2 minutes away from his home in Hickory Hill when he was stopped by Memphis police officers with the now disbanded Scorpion unit. After the traffic stop near Ross and Rains Road, Tyre was pulled from the vehicle before running. Officers eventually caught up with Tyre blocks away, which is where prosecutors say he was beaten. He was taken to St. Francis in critical condition. He died in the hospital 3 days later.
My son was a great kid. He didn't deserve what he got. Now what he deserves is justice.
At the end of January 2023, the city of Memphis released graphic body cam and sky cop footage that showed Nichols being beaten and crying out for his mother as he tried to run away. We're not showing the entire video because of its nature and out of respect for Nichols' family. Tyre's death sparked nationwide protests against police brutality.
Yes, ma'am. Trying to go home. Tyre was just trying to go home.
5 MPD officers were fired and charged. EMTs with the Memphis Fire Department were also fired for their involvement in the death of Nichols. A 6th MPD officer was fired but not charged. In late January 2023, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin, and Desmond Mills were all charged with second-degree murder. 3 months later, Nichols' mother, Rovon Wells, filed a $550 million federal lawsuit accusing Police Chief C.J. Davis of turning a blind eye to excessive force used by the Scorpion unit.
This is something that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life, that I will not have my son, but if my son had to leave this earth in this manner, I'm hoping it was for the greater good.
Also in April 2023, the Memphis City Council unanimously passed a police reform ordinance banning minor traffic stops like what was used to pull over Nichols. It was later undone, though, by a controversial state law. In August 2023, Shelby County DA Steve Mulroy dropped 30 to 40 cases worked by those 5 former officers. 1 month later, they were federally indicted on 4 felonies, including 2 civil rights violations. Bean, Haley, and Smith pleaded not guilty. Their trial date was originally set for May 6, 2024, but it was pushed back to September after months of back and forth about what evidence will be used and who will testify on the stand. Plus, there were several denied motions, like ones to dismiss the case altogether, to change venues, and to give each of the former officers their own separate trial.
We want full justice.
There's a responsibility when an officer takes that oath. Somebody must supervise them. And when the orders come from the top that there might be unconstitutional policing, then you got to fix it.
Mills pleaded guilty in November 2023, and Martin changed his plea to guilty a few weeks ago. Prosecutors recommend 15 years in prison for Mills and 40 years for Martin. They will both be sentenced at the end of the year. In the studio, I'm Leah Williams.